We've been waiting for this one, the brand new BMW X1.
Does this go to the top of the subcompact pack? We'll find out.
Got it in sport mode.
People love when I do that. All right, we're in the...
I'm in total control.
We're in the all-new X1. What's under the hood of this thing?
A 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, 241 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. That's up 13 horsepower and 37 pound-feet of torque from the outgoing model, standard all-wheel drive.
Whoa.
I even like the sound of this.
Well, some of it's fake and piped in, but that's okay.
I'm happy with that.
Feel good.
I like it.
All right, so now we're going to get into the key standard features.
The base trim comes with a 10.25-inch digital driver display, a 10.7-inch touchscreen, BMW iDrive 8 operating system with navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, power front seats with driver's seat memory, ambient lighting, a power tailgate, 18-inch wheels, and non-run flat tires.
You know what they got rid of, Andrea? They got rid of the button for Sport, Sport Plus, Eco. Now they have My Modes.
Yeah.
It's all about how you feel. But there's a way you can get around that. What can you do? What can you put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review. You'll feel good. And we drop 2 videos every week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like and subscribe, but also follow on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to see what's going on behind the scenes. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. So BMW owns Rolls-Royce. This has nothing to do with Rolls-Royce. They also own Mini.
Yeah.
This has something to do with Mini. The Countryman and this X1 traditionally have shared a platform, and this is the newest version, and you get the goodness of BMW and Mini together. Great handling, right, Andrea?
Okay, it's official. I don't want to give this back. I am having so much fun with it. What an engaging ride. The power is excellent. That torque number at 295 pound-feet is awesome.
Okay, I just want to give you some perspective. So that's almost 300 pound-feet of torque. Okay, not that long ago, brought out the BMW X1review that had an inline-6 twin turbo, made 300 pound-feet of torque. You're getting the same kind of power out of this smaller, more efficient engine.
It's fantastic. The suspension is a little bit firmer, yet it offers such a comfortable drive. The steering is not too heavy. I've noticed that BMW on their models is going a little bit lighter with the steering, which makes sense. It'll appeal to a lot of people. And also the cabin is quiet. One thing that I didn't like about the previous model X1 with those run flat tires is that the cabin was quite loud. BMW has definitely isolated the road noise.
Yeah, they got rid of the run flat tires on this car. Oh, we should say right away, you're looking at this going, that looks dorky. Those wheels don't look right. You're right. These are winter tires with an extra set of wheels. This car you're seeing was equipped with 19-inch wheels and bright wheels. They've gone with the 18-inch wheels. And the other thing is, without run flat tires, you're getting a much better ride, but there's no spare. It's a tire repair kit.
Yes, tire repair kit for this one. Although, you know what? The cargo space under the floor is quite large. You could put a spare tire back there for yourself on those long trips if you wanted to.
Mine comes with me everywhere I go, Andrea. Always along for the ride.
Okay, let's get into the looks. First off, I want to say it looks way better than the outgoing model, in my opinion.
You know what it reminds me of? I was thinking about this. How was the best way to describe it? An awkward teenager. You know, like some parts have grown and other parts haven't, and they haven't filled themselves out yet. They're not fully grown. This looks like it's kind of awkward.
It's taken me a while to get used to it. I wasn't sure what I liked and what I didn't like about it, but you know what? Overall, I'm happy with it. I don't walk up to it and look at it and go, wow, what a beautiful vehicle, but I don't dislike it either.
It's awkward. I don't know what it is. The wheels certainly are not helping with these smaller, dark wheels. The back is a bit chunky in the butt, and then the front, the grille is oversized. I don't know, Andrea. It could be better. They have done much better designs in the past.
This comes standard with LED headlights, LED taillights, 18-inch wheels available, 19-inch. and 20-inch, which is a first for the X1. It gets performance tires, and as we said, a tire repair kit. You can get some appearance packages on this. We've got the X-Line package, which will give you satin aluminum exterior accents. That's just over $1,300 in Canada and around $500 in the US. And of course, if you want to up this sportiness with some black exterior accents, get the M Sport package with the M suspension.
You know what M stands for? Money. All right, then extra money. Yeah. Then you turn your attention to the inside, and this is really, if you think about it, catching up to the Mercedes-Benz GLA with their MBUX screen. So this is a similar kind of take on it, but boy, the materials in here are first rate. It's all new on the inside. This
comes standard with Sensitech upholstery. In fact, you can only get Sensitech in this model. I don't mind it. It's a faux leather, but I think it's of good quality.
Well, Andrea, we've had, what is it, Vernasca leather in like X3 and stuff, and it just feels like vinyl.
Yeah.
I would rather just get the vinyl, and actually I think this feels better.
Me too. And with this X-Line trim package that we have on our test model, you get the Sensitech dash as well, and I think that is really nice. It elevates the interior in here.
All right, they've done some nice textures as well. Textures on the speaker grates here for the Harman Kardon system, and also over the speakers, trying to differentiate it. It doesn't take much to do that. And then the aluminum strip on the dash is textured as well. One cool thing is where the wireless charger, it has its own little cradle there right in the center. You know where they got that from, Andrea? Tesla. Not a bad thing to steal. That's a good.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and also you look at the center armrest here. This is a floating design, and we've been using it. Our microphones are under there right now. It's a handy thing to have.
I think this is a really great designed interior. It's definitely driver focused. Everything is at your fingertips here or in the screen. Of course, if you don't want to use the screen when you're driving, you can use voice commands.
I gotta close the sunroof on. We're getting some sunlight in here.
That's not a bad thing.
I do like the sunlight, but not too much. But I'm missing some things, Andrea. No paddle shifters behind the steering wheel.
Available.
Should be included, and you can't shift the gears from the new shifter in the center console. You used to be able to, if you didn't have the paddle shifters, you could flip the thing back and forth. You can't do that any longer. I miss that.
Okay, let's get into the trims. Couple things that this X1 doesn't come with: ventilated front seats and heated rear seats. If you want heated front seats, in Canada, it's in a package. It's in the Premium Essential package. It's going to cost you around $3,400. That comes with heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, wireless charger, and the panoramic sunroof. If you are interested in the Harman Kardon sound system, which is very good, and the head-up display, you have to add a package that is $6,000. It comes with all those other features that we just talked about as well.
That's what we have on this car.
That's right. Now, in the US, different story. Add the convenience package for just over $1,900 to get the wireless charger and a panoramic sunroof. But if you want the heated front seats and a heated steering wheel, you can buy them separately as a duo for $550.
That's the way it should be. Here's the thing, Andrea. You can get a base model Kia Forte that comes with heated seats. Like, I just think in a luxury product, to charge you extra to get things like bum warmers in the Canadian market anyway, that's just like, I don't get it.
And in the US, you just get another package that has all of those standard features, except for, of course, the heated front seats and the heated steering wheel, because they're sold separately. If you want to get the Harman Kardon sound system and the head-up display, there's also a driver assistance package for adaptive cruise control and stop and go. It also comes with other features like lane keep assist. The adaptive cruise control allows for hands-free driving up to 40 miles per hour or 64 kilometers an hour on select highways.
We're going to touch on it again in just a moment in Questions, Coffee, and Cars, just how big the X1 has become. Here's me getting in the back seat. There is an enormous amount of legroom. There is an enormous amount of headroom. The armrest comes down and the back of the seat flips fore and aft, so it gets very comfortable. You could easily use this as a family vehicle.
Comparing it to the Audi Q3 and the Volvo XC40, the front row legroom is about the same, but the XC40 offers a little bit more. The X1 has about an inch more second row legroom than the Volvo and Audi.
And then the cargo area at the back, the power liftgate is nice, and you see a nice useful space, but when you lift up the floor, there's even more room. This is where they have their tire repair kit, and you can't remove it though, which is kind of interesting, but there is storage under there.
Comparing it again to the Q3 and the XC40, it offers more cargo space behind the second row at 25.7 cubic feet. And overall cargo space is also more at 57.2 cubic feet. Second to that is the Q3 at 48 cubic feet.
All right, lots of questions. Let's get into it.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
Nice. How is the infotainment? Does not look like there are many hard buttons. Yeah, he's right about that.
So gone are the hotkeys for things like heated seats.
Yeah.
Gone is the iDrive controller in the center.
I know.
Gone is my love for this system, Andrea.
Well, the iDrive 8 operating system, new system for BMW. What I have to say is that it is quick. Wow, I don't think I've ever paired my phone as fast as I did when I got in this vehicle. So I think it's really good that way. I also think that the graphics are very crisp and clear. I like all that about it. What I am missing? All the hard buttons. Everything is done in the screen, and there is a tab at the bottom for climate control, the heated steering wheel, and the heated seats, but I'm really missing the buttons.
All right, so under the radio, there's a shelf there where the aluminum trim is. There could be just a row of keys there for all the things you use all the time. Obviously, they're going to this is going to be the new infotainment interface for new BMWs going forward. I miss the iDrive controller. I like being able to just do it like this instead of having to reach for it. I'm used to that. BMW pioneered that, and that's their thing. I think it was the best system. I'm not loving this as much.
Is this new X1 about the same size as the old X3? I feel like a newer version of vehicles are stepping up in size to be as big, if not larger, than their upmarket companions.
I bet you there's a fun fact coming our way, isn't there, Andrea?
I did. I told Zach I've got a fun fact.
And this is where it comes in. This was on the walk the other day. So now let's hear it, Andrea. What's the fun fact?
So the original X5, remember that? We used to own one. It's about the same size as that. And as for the X3 compared to this X1, the previous model X3 has less front and rear passenger space than this new X1. So like a 2016 model, but that 2016 model X3 does offer more cargo space.
Okay, so why is that possible? Because we mentioned at the beginning, this is a shared platform with Mini. So the engine sits across between the front wheels this way. With most BMWs, it runs this way, and that means they can push the cabin forward because it's based on a front wheel drive bias system, and that offers much more interior space. Also a low dash, lots of space side to side. It's a better packaging deal.
We put out a lot of content each week on the Motormouth YouTube channel, and it's super easy to find.
All you do is go to the YouTube search bar and type in Motormouth. That's the name of the channel, then the brand you're looking for. In this case, it's BMW. Bring my wallet. And all our videos show up. It's that easy. So BMW is Bring My Wallet. Do you know what it also stands for?
What?
Bob Marley and the Wailers, man.
Glad we clarified
because
that.
Bob Marley, when he got successful, he bought a BMW, and people were like, Bob, you're a man of the people from Trenchtown and Kingston, and now you live in the big house and have a BMW. He goes, no, BMW, Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Well, I like that better than Bring My Wallet, I think. Currently on the hunt for a new car, and would love to know your thoughts between the new Audi Q3 and this X1. I test drove both, but still torn on which one to go with.
Well, the Q3 is still the value leader. In the last couple of years, we've chosen it as our #1 pick in the subcompact luxury space. I think this one's going to take over. Oh, not jumping ahead too much, but that one still is the value leader. But in terms of interior fit and finish, it's kind of plastic fantastic compared to this. And handling doesn't hold a candle to this.
No, definitely doesn't hold a candle. This is more engaging and dynamic. I think that the Q3 is a good all-rounder. It has very light steering, which is an Audi trait. I prefer the steering in this, and I prefer the handling of it, but I can understand why the Q3 would appeal to so many people. Now, I'm going to use Canadian numbers just to keep it simple here. The Q3 starts at over $43,000. It comes with heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, and a panoramic sunroof. This does not, and it starts at around $45,000 Canadian. So for sure, Q3 is the value leader if you're on a tighter budget and you can put regular fuel in the Q3.
And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
With this update, do you feel the X1 is more competitive now or offering value?
Well, we have a segment coming up called For Your Consideration. We go through the price and the power of many of the competitors. And I think when you look at this one now with the horsepower bump that you mentioned, it's right near the very top.
Yeah.
The handling is fantastic, new tech on the inside, and the price on the base model anyway is competitive.
It's definitely competitive. I mean, the only one that is less expensive, which offers more features, is the Q3, which we talked about. So I would say that the Volvo is comparable, the XC40, the GLA from Mercedes-Benz. They offer similar kind of technology. Many are offering wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto now. But I think that BMW not offering heated front seats in this. If you want to add the heated steering wheel later as an a la carte item, do so. Mercedes-Benz does that. But this should really come with heated front seats. As for things like ventilated front seats, many people that we talk to, our followers or viewers, will say they won't consider a vehicle without ventilated front seats if they live in a warm climate. And I think that it's a mistake from BMW. If you're putting out a brand new vehicle, you should add ventilated front seats.
So you probably want to know, what's the warranty? Do I get any extra coverage, the fuel economy, and more in our vital stats?
Let's start with pricing. The X1 starts at just over $45,500 in Canada and just over $38,500 in the US.
Here's the fuel economy, 9.6 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 7 on the highway. That's 25 miles per gallon city, 34 miles per gallon highway. The X1 is rated to tow 3,500 pounds. BMW offers a 4-year, 80,000 kilometer or 50,000 mile warranty. Complimentary scheduled maintenance is covered for 3 years, 60,000 kilometers or 36,000 miles. So we picked 4 competitors. Let's get into it.
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the Audi Q3 with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 228 horsepower, and a starting price over $43,000.
The Mercedes-Benz GLA, also with a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, 221 horsepower, and a starting price of $45,000.
The Volvo XC40 with the B5 all-wheel drive mild hybrid powertrain, 250 horsepower, and a starting price of just over $45,500.
The Cadillac XT4 with a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine, good power, 237 horsepower, and a starting price just over $41,000.
So there are 4 subcompact luxury crossovers for you to consider.
Lightning round, 2 things we like, 2 things we'd like to see improved.
I love the way that this handles.
It's nice that this vehicle's been updated.
I would just love to see heated front seats as a standard feature.
I miss my flappy paddles, I miss the iDrive. I like the old car, I like this one better.
This officially moves to the top of the list for me for the most engaging drive.
The price is up, but you get a lot more car.